Roger.
All right, okay. We're live. Need to get the Swift client sorted quickly. It's busy starting up.
Nico, send me a link, please, to your
Will do.
thing because I'm here I'm refreshing on your page here and I see nothing.
No worries. Give it to you just now. Give it to you just now.
Orthofrexby, how to for ordinary people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it.
Like I said, the guys make it such a big deal for no reason whatsoever. So there you go. As far as I know, we are live and cooking. So we need to start prepping. I don't see you online yet. So when you're ready.
Oh no, I'm still loading in.
Okay. Right, where is this flight plan thing?
I'll be back in just a moment.
Hey Martin, hey George. Guys, thank you for joining us. Me and Claudia are going to do a quick trip from Seattle to Spokane, and we thought why not just stream it while we're going to fly together. So I just want to quickly fix up my schedule in my PFPX and get the beta detail in here. George, we're not on Discord in the ordinary standard way, so you won't be able to chat with us. We're actually in a private call here on Discord, so I can't actually drag you into this conversation today, unfortunately. We did a conference call with some other guys earlier, and we just stuck to the party and stuck to the private call. Hey Stevie, middag. Right, let's now see. 330. Alright, so flight level 330, that is fixed. Guys, we are flying on WhatsApp. If any of you guys want to come and join us quickly, you're welcome. Just pop into WhatsApp. We at Seattle and we're going to fly to Spokane, so you're welcome to come and join us. Middag in German, yes, or middag in Afrikaans, or whatever. Yeah, we're multilingual, yeah. We can speak Spanish. If Jorge comes back, he can greet you that way as well. Right, so it's 3:45 in the morning. We're flying real time here in Seattle, and we'll probably see a sunrise. Right, let's quickly get into this aircraft that starts setting up now. George, I've just logged on, so you should see me in a very short time. It should pop up in a few seconds. So Cloudybox is Jorge. If you're looking for him as well, he's on the map there when he logs in. Anyway, so guys, by the way, I fixed the ground handling set. It is in my private hangar. If you go into the description below the video and find the link, if it's not there, I'll put it in there. I actually think I took it out, so forgive me. If it's not there, I'll put it back, but go there. You can find a fixed up version of this ground handling set. I just couldn't stand seeing all the weirdness in the previous one, so I just made this one last night quickly. So everything should be much better aligned now. Guys, if you hear my kids and wife talk in the background, they started a cleanup of the kids' room next door. So,
Alright, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
it's all part of being a daddy, so I'm not going to apologize for it, but you might hear them. If it becomes a problem, we'll mute the mic at some time. Thank you, George. I've just fired up my cute scoop. I'm going to go find myself as well. All right. Right, so because Jorge is much faster than me being a real world pilot and all these nice things, I'm quickly just going to continue setting up everything on my side so he doesn't have to wait for me. Martin, it's a pleasure, my friend. There's obviously stuff I can't share with you, but that's the least I can do, and gonna make your lives a bit richer there as well. George, I'm at November 4. Jorge is not connected yet, but he's at November 6. So yeah, very close. I'm going to do a bit of a fancy departure here. I think Jorge is going to be more direct. But I want to fly past the city, do a bit of a zigzag, then turn back. And that's why we've taken this JEFPO 1 departure here. We're going to do an ILS on runway 03. And where are my charts? Let's quickly get that going.
Nico, this one should take you beautifully through the city.
Oh, absolutely. Departure there.
Not that one, the Atomi 2 departure.
Okay.
Atomi 2 Zadon transition.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take you. Yeah, just west of downtown. Good view.
Explain. Hi, Yoki. Welcome to the stream. Right, let me just get my browser on screen here. I finally got into this Navigraph beta thing, okay, so it kind of helps with the flight planning.
As you would say, fantastic.
Yes, sir. Cruise final, why not? gonna use final, that's fine. PH. And that should be it. Yeah, Martin, it's very great. It's really awesome to have the map overlays and to have a flight planner and all these things. It's going to take me a while to get rid of my previous, muscle memory, doing it one way for many years, and then we'll get there. Yeah, switch over gradually. That's it. So this flight plan works for me. Come on. There we go. $2,000. 354, 2,400. Right.
Beautiful morning to fly, Nico.
Absolutely.
Suppose any good morning you get to fly is a good morning.
Yeah, but the weather helps, eh? The weather definitely helps. I've got 2969 on the altimeter.
69, good number, thank you. Oh, Skymatics viewers, hello to you. It's kind of rude. I've been talking. I haven't even said hello to your viewers. Yeah. Pleasant good morning from Seattle.
Thank you, Cloudy. Right, I am ready for a push and start, Cloudy, when you're ready.
Oh boy, you beat me to it, buddy.
That's fine. That's fine. I will wait for you.
Mic
Yeah, I'm
off.
gonna need. Oh, I need to connect too.
Mic
I
on.
just started setting up. Sorry.
No worries, don't worry.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the flight deck, welcome aboard our flight today. We're wrapping up the final paperwork here to get you on your way momentarily. I want to thank you so much for your company and
Yorkie, no, we're not checking for anything. If we see anything, Orja is with me. He'll obviously pick it up and take it further, but we're not planning on checking for anything. We're just here to enjoy ourselves, honestly. Somebody mentioned yesterday in one of my other streams that I need to fly the 737 again. So when the opportunity arose, obviously, then I just grabbed this. Orja is in the 800, and we're taking it as it comes. There we go. There's Orja over there. He's just connected, George. There he is standing right next to me, ASA 420. By the way, Orja, I'm flying Alaska 810. It's my call sign.
Okay, cool.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Crossing. Climb. Climb. Crossing. Climb. 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 Clear of conflict. Descend.
Okay, plek.
Descend. Descend. Crossing. Descend. Descend.
Mm.
Descend. Descend. Descend now. Descend. Descend now. Increase climb.
Mic off.
Climb. Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test. Pass.
Mic on.
Okay, George, I don't know if you've picked him up already, but he's definitely here. I can see him on Cute Scoop.
Nick, are you pushing tail west?
I don't know, tail right, whatever that's going to be. I didn't really take note of it. I think that's more, well, that's more north for me, the way I'm standing. So in other words, I'm going to face you when I push.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, go for it, buddy. Let's do this.
Okay, thank you.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, ground check.
Right, so I'm going to do engine 1 start first because that's the furthest from the terminal. And I'm so glad I learned that trick.
Roger.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect. Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Right, pushing.
Here comes
Roger,
the pushback.
on the push.
Line 'em up.
Okay, George, cool. Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. Brake set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment. And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Traffic. Clear of conflict.
All right, Nico. Looks like we're gonna just right of the alley out here. Make a left on Bravo. Take it all the way down.
Sounds
I'm ready
right.
to go whenever you are.
I'm ready to go.
All right, let's do it. All right, Nico, are we ready?
I am. I'll give
All right,
you
let's go.
60 to 90 seconds. Is that fine? Just for separation? think with the difference in the SID as well, you're going to gain a bit more ground away from me, so that's all good. The 60 seconds should be fine. Martin, that's fine, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. We'll catch up with you later again. Hi, Marius. Yes, Marius. It happened quite suddenly. Jorge and me were busy talking and decided we want to go fly, and this is what transpired. So he's just taken off there, as you can see. I'm going to wait about 60 seconds for him and then go for it. Right, I'm going to line up so long.
Approaching 3.
Hello, Ora.
Right. On runway 34, right.
Right, it's just gone past the time, so I'm gonna go for it, okay? Rolling. Gear up. Command A, gear up and off, and auto brake off. Right, I'm airborne, passing 1,200.
1,000.
Flaps up. Hello, Kevin. Good afternoon. Yeah, and this is Seattle. The city looks beautiful. Very fine, Jorge, very fine. Whoops, gone into the clouds. I forgot I wasn't hitting select, so it's not the end of the world. We will quickly fix that. Hey Norman, welcome.
Mic off. Mic on.
Well, Cloudy, your sunrise looks mighty fine over there. I can see you moving across my screen. I've got your visual, turning left in front of me. I'm
Sorry,
about,
say again, Nico?
I've got your visual here in Vatsum. I see you on my screen in front. You've just made that left turn. I'm about to follow suit, but I can see you going there. And your sunrise looks mighty fine there on your screen. I didn't even look. Look at mine. Wow. I didn't even pay attention. It's already coming up.
Yeah,
Mighty fine.
beautiful.
Yeah.
You can I can kind of start making it. I can kind of begin to make out the Cascade Mountains
Okay.
through that morning, that thick morning fog, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, but look now, the turn's coming in. Look at that.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I've just changed my view to your view, so I'm looking at my wing. Wow. Josh, me and Cloudybox are flying together on Vatsum. It was kind of a spur of the moment and very nice, plan that just came together. So we got together and just flew. So here we are on Vatsum.
Mic off.
Wow, look at that. Beautiful.
Mic on.
Perfect time to do this flight.
Absolutely. Let's get back to my views.
Mic off. Mic on.
Josh, I do have a Discord. The link is in the video description below, and if it's not there, I'll put it in there for you, but it's usually in all my videos. This flight happened so fast, I didn't really have time to prepare much. So if it's not in this video, any other video below the video in the description are links. Guys, just as a matter of interest, I don't know how many of you are new. I see quite a few new names here. Cloudybox is one of the ZEBO developers, and that's one of the reasons that this is a special flight for me, because you don't get to fly with one of the developers every day, so just bear that in mind as well. And to top it all off, he is a real world 737 pilot, so double bonus, guys, double bonus.
Thousand to go.
I've been enjoying this flight so much, Jorge. I haven't actually bothered to go to LNAV. I've been flying on heading select the whole freaking time. I just realized.
Love it. Definitely beautiful. I'm enjoying.
Oh,
I've been
for sure.
behind the wing the entire time.
Mm. Well, I've just about reached 330, so all good. Top of descent isn't that far away, my goodness.
Yeah, quick hop. I'll be right back.
Sure. By the way, guys, feel free to ask. Sorry, Josh, I don't think I actually told you. You've got my blessing to ask as many questions as you want. We can answer as many as we can and take the rest offline at some point in time. But you guys are welcome. Please don't sit there and think this is just a show. I'm not a big showman, and me and Cloudy are here for you guys. So if you want to ask questions about Zebo or procedures or something, feel free, please.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Alright, I got top of descent in 30 miles.
100%. Select 39.
Spokane winds 040 at 6.
Sounds good.
View at 10,000, view at 15,000, altimeter 2977.
Perfect. Nine, 7. Okay, I've got the barrow set. But I'm all set for my descent, so happiness is we can do this. Yeah, George, quick flight. I think it's 45 minutes air time, so not much between the bush and the blocks.
Mic off.
Got Wenatchee to talk to the right. I'll share a video if you remind me.
Mic on.
Sorry, what I
if
say
you
again?
Yeah, if you remind me, I'll share a video with you
Okay.
later. Of flying a Piper Arrow in that area. It's
Okay.
actually like a mini Grand Canyon.
Okay.
We're already on the desert side of Washington State, Wenatchee, and it's funny enough though, a lot of apple groves or whatever. I'm not. We call them orchards.
Orchards,
Apple.
probably, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful though.
Okay. Yeah.
For me, it's cloudy as you can see.
Yeah, same for me.
But,
I've got patches, but it is cloudy and there's a lot of fog down there.
yeah, that morning fog.
Cloudy, here's a question for you from one of the viewers. Ooh, he's just taken it back, but let me say it in any case because I was just reading it. He asks that if you are flying like this and you have an engine flame out and you need to make an emergency landing on the descent and you're busy approaching your airport and there what do you do? What's the normal things that go through your mind? Will you divert? Will you take the first one that comes up? What do you do when you are in your descent on the way in and you get the engine problem?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Well, in any flight that you do, you're going to have, if this was a
Mic
real world
off.
flight, I would have drawn it on the fixed page. Usually a 400-mile ring will do it. That's usually your single engine range. And in this plane, a safe single engine range. But since this is such a short flight, the reality is, if we had an engine flame out at this point, then we're already just started our descent. We're going to carry on to Spokane, and only because in this case I am familiar with the area, and I know that Wenatchee, we have Moses Lake, which actually was like number something on the list of alternates for the space shuttle to land on. It's one of the world's largest runways, but no commercial flights land there. But anyway,
Mic on.
obviously we'd advise the first thing you'd want to do is fly your plane, stabilize the plane. If you do have an engine flame out like that, you want to pull out the QRH, run through the flame out checklist or engine failure in-flight checklist, and part of that checklist will include contacting ATC, and you will continue down. I mean, engine failures happen, and believe me, it's not as bad as you think. You train for them a lot in the every time you go into your flight sim sessions, and when you're flying along, you always in the back of your mind want to keep a backup plan of where you're gonna go if you blow an engine.
Makes sense.
Especially in the small stretch we had between, even though this was a short flight, we had a lot of terrain in between these two airports, and we have to be careful when crossing terrain like that. Make sure you have a backup, know where you are and where you're gonna go.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That's a good answer.
Really long one, but
Well, the
I hope
question
that
was a
answers
long
this
one.
question.
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Miles, thank you so much. Josh, there's no such thing as a stupid question, my friend. And like I said, while you've got Cloudy here, you know, that was an excellent question. I would have answered it slightly differently, but with the same intent and same resolve. But now you had it from a real world pilot, so you can't get a better answer than that, my friend.
And I agree with Nico. There's no such thing as a stupid question.
Yeah.
I always, you got to stay like a child, very curious, and ask lots of questions. Just ask lots of questions, not just here, but we're obviously defending that about the land, but just ask lots and lots of questions in general in life. I think people are afraid to ask questions these days. You got to just ask questions, man. You don't understand something, ask.
Yeah, because
Keep
if you
asking until you understand, until you get what you want too, whatever it is.
Exactly. If you don't, you're going to grow old ignorant. You don't want that. You want to get the knowledge, because knowledge is power and all those other nice things. Miles, I have not flown in the real world for many years, so I've got some experience in the real world. Cloudybox on stream here with me is a Real World 737 pilot. So, that's he's also one of the developers. I see you came in late, so you don't know. He's one of the ZBO developers as well. And thank you for your good, kind words. I appreciate them. George, yeah, that landing at Umtata is on my YouTube channel. The guys can go and watch that. I had a flame out once, Cloudy, and with a ZBO flying from Durban to Cape Town, and I had to land and ended up in IMC conditions and did the best, and I actually did a pretty good landing there.
Excellent.
Well, this sunrise is just spectacular. I love this. This is such a good time to have flown this. Thank you for suggesting this flight.
Oh,
Really
thank you, and your passengers for coming along. First flight I've gotten to do in maybe 2 weeks.
Well, Miles, hold on to your dream, my friend, but start saving today, because it's an expensive game if you're not part of a system that actually pays for you to do the flying. So start saving, my friend, start saving. Josh, hand fly. You can't trust the autopilot with an one engine dead. You hand fly that thing.
Roger.
Okay. Kevin, that's a great suggestion. A couple of people have referred me to that EasyJet series about the EasyJet cadets. So yeah, we need to go look at that. George, if the nearest airport is a military airport, they've also got radios. I suppose when you talk with ATC, the arrangements will be made, so I don't think that's a problem at all, unless it's Area 51. You might get to land, but they'll shot you on the tarmac, shot you on the apron, shoot you. Josh, I agree with you, and I'm privileged enough to know some of these developers, Cloudy being one. The guys really know what they're doing. It's a privilege to watch them work. It's a privilege to see everything implemented, and then to go and fly this bird like we're doing now. It's just, this is a work of art. Hey, Cloudy? You guys really do a good job, eh?
Thanks, brother.
Josh, you should wait until I get into Discord. Me and Cloudy are in a private call So if you get into the Discord, I'm going to have to assign certain rights to you, and then we can have a chat together. But at this point in time, just relax. When we get on the ground and Cloudy goes to bed, because we're flying real time. I mean, this is time for him to go to sleep now. So when he's off, we can have a chat quick.
I don't know about Nico, but
You're not gonna sleep.
no, I told you I took a very pleasant
Oh.
long nap this
Oh,
evening. So
oh,
I'm
so-
planning on doing a return flight back to Seattle.
Oh, okay. I beg your
By the
pardon.
way, I'm out of the soup at 10,000.
Okay, cool. Now I'm at 13.5 now. Okay, sorry about that, Cloudy. So that sounds interesting.
So of course you're welcome to join me.
Guys, there's an invitation to you all. If you want to fly back to Seattle with us, you're welcome, because we're going to do a turnaround, it seems. Thanks, Miles. Well, Cloudy doesn't stream at this point in time, but I can tell you one thing. He's better than me. You must check him land. The landing that he does is just always so sweet. He always wins some other prize, in terms of a little emoji or something we give him. Marius, it was 3:45 when we took off, so it's like 3 minutes past 4 or something like that in the morning there. It's Daddy, you should be about 9 hours behind us. Hey, what's the time now in that?
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
5 a.m. here.
5 a.m. Okay, my bad. Yeah, so they're 9 hours behind us. So we didn't take off 3:45. It was like 4:45 or something like that. I don't know. Can't remember.
32 minutes ago, so 4:30.
There we go. Josh, just hang tight, buddy. We'll sort you out later when we've got time. Yes, we are. We are actually very close to each other. I'll slow down a little bit. I'll give Cloudybox a bit of a chance to just get ahead.
I'm 240 knots and no rush. Absolutely enjoying the sun. Look at that view. I see it right over a cliff, right over a mountain actually.
Oh, nice.
The horizon. Beautiful.
I just need to break through the clouds now because I've got some cloud just obscuring me a little bit. So I'm going to slow down to about 200 knots just to let you get a bit of separation there.
Roger. Remember the airport's about 2,000 feet elevation.
Yeah, saw that. Josh, if you can, try and connect to the server. I've just got it in my field of view now. Just try connect to this Discord server, the AstraSim server, and then let's see if I can quickly give you your assignments. Oh, Josh. Yeah, Claudia and I have come a long way. He's watched me land many times, eh?
So this approach is very popular for pilots when you are flying towards waypoint gangs. You're going to see a runway off to your kind of left. And you see kind of two runways out there. This approach, you have no idea how many times commercial flights have landed at that wrong airport over there.
Oops. Okay.
And that's actually a military base.
Okay, okay.
To make it, you know, a little more interesting.
Where's your clearance, son? I need to talk to you.
Exactly. Alright, making the right-hand turn at Gangs. About to join the localizer, showing 60 miles out.
Hey Felix, thank you for the donation, buddy. Nice to have you on stream again. I actually see the runway. Guys, there's the runway that Claudio was talking about. Guys, if you want to see some fun flying, you must watch my stream from yesterday landing at Edinburgh in Scotland. Claudia, I didn't even have a chance to tell you this. As I landed, I never noticed my reverse thrusters didn't kick in, so I was pushing full forward to get full reverse thrust. But in the meantime, I was actually going full speed ahead. So I initiated the go around and I was fiddling with all the buttons and some of them didn't work, and then I had to try and, you know, do a circuit, come back. But you guys must check that. The second time I turned back, on the second approach, I went into the red band. I did some overspeeding there and I lost my flap controls completely. And this aircraft went into this almost 90-degree bank and I was fighting it and fighting it. I had to cancel the X-plane failures, get stable, then try again. I think I tried 4 times before I successfully actually landed, because the cloud cover was like also about 120, 200 feet. It was very low and the terrain is a factor. So guys, if you really want to check some white knuckle fun, you must go check that. They were praying for their lives. Check that. Wow, what a sight. What a beautiful picture. This is a cool screenshot. Wow. Well, it's just 10 past 2 in the afternoon in South Africa. We are on our way to catch that localizer now.
Alright, on the glide slope.
Excellent, I'm slowing down again a little bit.
Thousand to go.
Miles, we're not in Discord. We are using Discord in a private call. So there's nobody in my Discord server at this point in time. Me and Jorge are talking on a call to each other via Discord. So that's why nobody can see us and can get into the call right now. Well, George, we're going to try not to go around and all those other fancy things. Let's get out with the throttle off. It looks like you're landing, Cloudy.
Thousand to go.
Thank you, Miles. I'll try not to disappoint the guys again today. But I tell you what, I think the roller coaster from yesterday was an awesome experience.
Alright, Echo, I'm clear. Shoot.
Thank you, sir. I am on finals. Claudia, I've just noticed my ortho does not extend this far. I'll better add this area as well, because I know I've got most of Washington, but apparently not to this extent.
Ah, that sucks.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Bridge, altitude 7.
Yeah, George, this is an awesome picture, I must be honest. Wow, really, really good looking.
Approaching 03.
Approaching minimums. 100 minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Alright, this time the reverses actually worked. I forgot to set my auto brake. Well, Felix, it's not just the 738. This is the 700 that I'm flying, and then you've got the 900 as well. So, and they're all free. Thank you so much. So I don't have a clue where Cloudy is. Let me find him. There we go, over there.
Nico,
Yes, sir?
I'm actually going to call crew scheduling and cancel on the next flight.
Okay.
Calling out fatigued because I just started getting a little sleepy. And by the
Okay.
time we start descending into Seattle, I'm going to be really sleepy.
Okay.
So I'm going to cancel.
No
And
worries,
yeah,
my
you're going to
friend.
have to find a new FO.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much for being here with me and suggesting this flight. It was an honor again flying with you. And I hope you get some powerful, wonderful rest that side now if you go sleep.
I sure will. To the viewers, thank you for tuning in and flying with us. I'm going to wait for Nico to pull into the gate here.
I'm wondering if I should not actually just fly back to Seattle quickly. Maybe
Yeah,
just
man,
finish
go for it.
the round trip there.
Why not?
Well, guys, I hope you. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I see you liked it, and I want to thank you for being here, and I thank you for your kind words and sticking around. All I ask is just for 5 minutes, so that I can just quickly sort out one or two things on my side, and then we'll take it back to Seattle. Cool, Miles. Well, welcome to the family, everybody that did subscribe. I lost count of all the things that happened here, as things happened very fast. So if I missed you and didn't call you by name, it's not intentional. Please don't worry about it. It's just one of those things. Here we go, Cloudy, on the blocks.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
I only see your tail, but I see you.
Yeah, what you need to do is get Swift going, because I'm using Swift now, and all the aircraft are now the same level.
Is that right?
Highly recommend it, yes sir.
Awesome.
Okay. Ooh, there's a guy with baggage. Check how he's throwing this baggage around. Wow.
Yeah, I see him too. Next to Sky West. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, guys, I'm not going to stop this stream. I'm going to just let it run now, but I'm going to have to switch over. I'm going to take the 800 back to Seattle. Cloudy, I presume you're going. Thank you again, and
yes, sir.
Go rest. We'll talk later. I need to speak to you about a couple of things anyway, so let me know when you're up again.
Yeah, definitely. All right,
Cool.
guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
Nico, good night. Bye-bye.
Okay. Josh, if you want to try come on to Discord, you must come try now. Let's quickly see if we can get you going. I'm going to go to the live on air. So you should see me in Astrasim, and if any of you other guys want to join us on Discord, please follow the link in the description below the video, and then we can do what we need to do. Right, Josh, are you here? Can you hear me? You'll have to set up push to talk, by the way, to get into this channel. Let me move you to another one where that's not required. Alright, okay, so push to talk is not required in this channel, but you're going to have to fix your audio there to speak to me. There you go. I heard you there. You're welcome, Miles. Enjoy. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Fantastic. Josh, welcome. You're going to have to mute your stream audio because otherwise everything's going to echo. Yeah, 100%. Okay, let me just quickly read through all the messages here. Yeah, I suppose that was for Cloudy as well. Thank you for all the work you do on the Zebo. Yeah, absolutely. With the rush to get going back to Seattle, I never even did a replay. I just want to disconnect from WhatsApp quickly. Hey, Miles, now you're on Discord with us. Oh, there he's just disappeared again. Yeah. Yeah, because he looks like a very serious supporter of the Skymatics channel, so I'm sure he'll be back. I was just about to give him his access rights. I obviously work on access rights here, so let me quickly. Yeah, Miles, stay online. Let me give you your rights. Mm. No. No. If you don't ask questions, the flight is boring. Anybody and everybody needs to ask questions. And you were lucky I had a real world 737 pilot to answer that one for you. So, yeah. Why does this thing not want to give you? Right. Miles, I've given you your ordinary rights. Okay. So you guys should be able to come back to the server. Right, so we say we're going to fly back to Seattle using the 800, so we might as well change. It's going to be a toss-up between the 800 and the 700. I like the performance in the 700, but I grew up with the 800, so I tend to, for nostalgic reasons, prefer the 800. But performance-wise, that Pocket Rocket 700 is, wow, it's amazing. Yeah, I just want to quickly see. Somebody was pinging me the whole time on Messenger. Yeah, started. Come to Discord. Come, John. Come to Discord. Right. Okay, so let's start at the beginning then. PFPX. Okay, guys, if you want to stay on stream with me, you're gonna have to put up your push to talk because all the noise in the background is a bit disruptive. So please go to push to talk. Wonderful. Okay, we'll talk to you next time then. Bye bye. Miles. Alright, you need to go to push to talk. I set up a push to talk button for you if you want to stay on stream with me. I don't mind talking off stream without push to talk, but push to talk is very important on stream. Otherwise, it's very disruptive with all the noise in the background, eh? Hi, Paul. Welcome. Are you winning? Different one, Miles. I'm taking the 800. The previous one was the Boeing 700, and I'm taking the 800 now. Now I'm just back to where I started, back to Seattle. But I'm going to use a different runway because the winds are calm and I just want a better departure. So we're going to do that and then check the arrival as well. And that should be fine. We're going to flight level 320 and we're just going to use PDX as an alternate. Are you still watching the stream, Miles? Okay. Well, thank you so much. Looks like we are pushing the boundaries on this flight a little bit, so I just want to find a more suitable alternate. Maximum fuel on board. It's not really true. Somewhere there's a parameter that's not conducive to this flight planning. Let's see, what can we change? Let's take that out. It's kind of impossible. Are we on the right plane? Yes, we're on the right plane. It is here. Alright, let's change that to the optimal flight level because obviously that could be a problem. And add our holding fuel again. Let's see what this PFPX tells us. Well, the optimal flight level for this flight seems to be 10,000 feet, which is rubbish. We don't want to be there. So let's just change this to, let's say, 240. There we go. That's a better one. 240. Yeah, we're going to use 240. Then we're quickly going to determine our performance calculations, what we need for takeoff and for landing, and then we're going to get going. We hope so too. Coming here was lovely. This was really awesome. Alright, so gives us a fair chance. Let's export this to the Zibo and then print it out. KGEG KSEA. Right, I'm not going to fly this one online again, so we just need to change the parameters all over. About 1:15, about hour and 15 minutes, same as before. We're just going the other way around, so it shouldn't be much different. I'm just setting up that bar at the top of the screen quickly so you guys can follow the progress there. No worries. Yes, Spokane, yes. All right, and for our loading, we're going to carry 16.9, which is exactly the same as on the tablet. For the fuel, we're going to use 6 tons. That should give us a takeoff weight of 64.2, roughly 64.3. Yes. Now I choose myself. Well, this one is full complement, which is 164. Hey, John, welcome. Sorry, I can't type and stream and do everything together. That's why I asked you to please come this side. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Weird. Very strange. My friend, we take it as it comes. I don't know what to say to you.
Round to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
My flight's doing okay. I've just realized that the guys can't hear you guys talk to me. They can only hear me talk. I'm just quickly doing a turnaround here, so I'm under a bit of pressure to get in the air and just get back to Seattle.
You do what you've got to do. I'll stay on the side.
Wonderful.
So what else do you need to do to be able to take off?
Well, I need to set up the whole overhead. We need to get the APU running, which is simply refusing to load. Look there. It's refusing. It's just not starting. There we go. There it started. Okay. Right, we need to align the IRS. We need to tell this aircraft what altitudes we're going to fly. There's a whole bunch of things we need to work through. Put the seatbelt signs on. We set to 40 for our cruise altitude. Seattle. What is the Seattle airport information?
Just as a reminder, we cannot leave again until clearing items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Right, APU is on. We can put some packs on to get the guys not to die of oxygen starvation at the back.
Okay, well, I actually have to go now.
100%.
Thank you for letting me be with you, and I'll talk to you at another time.
Sure, Miles, enjoy, eh? Thanks for dropping in.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Flight attendants prepare for departure. Craft check and all call. Thank you.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Given, of course, all of these things add to the immersion. I mean, when I fly any other plane, I always wonder, what am I missing? Where is this? Where is that? And it's
ready to connect.
the sound really makes a big difference for us. Felix, if you give me a couple of minutes, I'll give you a couple of recommendations for scenery, but let me just get my hands not so full. Okay, now the question is, are we seeing 08 or 07? It's 08. In the sim it's 07 because it's an old scenery, it seems.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, we'll release the brake when we're ready. Okay, we do not have actual departure. We're not even going to try that one, and we're going to do a heading select takeoff and turn into an intercept heading. We're going to land 34 right, and we're going to take, where is this paper? That arrival. I didn't set up my chart, so I'm just quickly scanning through the actual flight plan just to see which one would be the better one. You know what? Let's do it this way. That's good enough. We can take the vector and then just vector ourselves into position. So I'm not going to bother further with that now. I'm not going to bother with all those things. Let's quickly see the performance. We're looking at takeoff 2 and we'll take 34. Should be fine. In actual fact, let's make it 30. Alright, that's better. That's even better. Let's do something like that. We're going to do a heading. Select nav. There we go.
Push back, and you may start engines.
Right. John, I remembered the engine 1 furthest from the terminal today. Hey Liam, afternoon.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Hey everyone.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
I am so glad I changed my mind on the performance for the takeoff, because there's a almost 3,000 foot difference in length in the runway.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Alright, so we're going to spool up and then we're going to hold on to the brakes just for a little while. Yeah, Kevin, I'm in a rush. My wife just asked me if we could go and visit my parents, which is a bit of a curveball for this flight now. So I am in a bit of a rush. And then also, like I just said, I'm going to hold on to the brakes a little while for this takeoff because this is a super short runway. We should make it easy enough, but there's no point in trying our luck for no reason.
On runway 07.
This is 2.5 kilometers, 8,000 feet, which is fair enough. But the other one is like 3,500 meters, just about 11,000 odd feet. So, right, so let's do that. Hit our toga button. Let's build up some energy and then let's go. There we go. For the guys that came in late, this is the second flight of the stream. So the first bit of it was me and Cloudybox flying, hence the description and the name of the video. This is just a bonus. Cloudy wanted to fly back. I said yes, and then he said no, he's not going to make it. And then I just said, okay, I'll continue. So that's where we're at right now. Right. Gear up, off, command A, and auto brakes off, and let's throw out turn.
1,000.
Not an intercept heading yet. Need to turn more.
1,000 to go.
You guys are awfully quiet on the return leg. Not sure why. I hope you're still enjoying the stream at least. I sure need to make me some auto in this area. It's weird flying in default X-plane again. Paul, I've just finished my lunch and I quickly had a chat with John on Discord here in the background same time. So I'm here, don't worry. I've just tuned the VOR at Seattle for you, which is on 116.80. And as you can see, the little arrow pointy tip has actually moved in the direction of the VOR. So basically it's just showing you which way to fly to get your VOR. You can't really do much with it. I mean, and the systems in the Boeing is so advanced now, the chance of them failing is almost zero, so you should be okay in any event. That's really just for backup, just to toy with. The two knobs basically changes between VOR and ADF. So if you've got an ADF frequency, you will change the knob like that. It will go to ADF and then come alive, and that's VOR. The one on the left is for nav1 and the one on the right is nav2. I actually don't even think you can tune an ADF. There is no room to tune an ADF in the ZBO, so the ADF is kind of just a placeholder. Okay, so we're going down to 22. Minimums would be 200 and 344 on this side. Right, so we've set up for the ILS there, we've got our minimums, all the other stuff set. Before we forget it, we actually set the auto brake as well. And then we're ready now, we're just waiting for top of descent, which is about 30 nautical miles. Let's see. Yep, 30 nauticals. Well, you've got COM1 and COM2, and that's it. If you look at the radio stack, sorry, let me just get there. This is obviously COM1 and NAV1 on this side, and believe it or not, there's the ADF. Okay, so we've got an ADF, sorry about that. And then we've got the COM2 and the NAV2 over there, and also a standby ADF on that side. So those are the backups. That one runs independent of this one, etc. And then as long as you have electrical power, it should work. Not a radio as such. You can listen in on this panel, right? When I fly jump seat in the real aircraft, I usually use these little knobbies to tune myself in. But you don't have like a push to talk button or something there that I know of. It's like just an internal intercom, so I don't think that's a spare radio. It's just there for jump seat operations. But look, I've tuned in an ADF, so let's see if we can pick it up. Not sure what the range on that one would be, but we're on 216, unless, no, that's active 216. So if we can find another beacon somewhere. I don't see another beacon right now, so maybe the range isn't good enough. We'll see when we get closer, because that's obviously independent now from the nav radio. So if one of those little arrows become alive, then we obviously know that it's tuned in and it's following, tracking that. That is the Tacoma Narrows NDB. I am not following you. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Now I'm with you. I think that is for the actual ND. That is not for the standby thing. I was still looking at the standby thing, but let's see what we come up with. So I'm not sure what the range is on that NDB, whether it will actually pick up from here, because that's the Tacoma Narrows NDB. We'll see when we get closer if it actually picks it up. My one throttle got stuck again when it started the descent. I only noticed it now. That's what I'm thinking. We're just too far off for it to kick in. We'll see when those needles come alive. One of them will come alive, because that NDB is about there where the mouse is, right there, somewhere there at the Tacoma Narrows. So we'll see when we get closer. Well, Paul, when we get closer, we can test it. In my mind, it probably would, but we're gonna have to just test it before I put my head on a block for that one. We'll see. We'll see when we get closer. Because I've tuned in the ILS there, so we'll see. Yo, John. How are you doing?
Reflecting.
Okay. You say you sent that by email?
Correct.
The log file. Okay, I'll have a look later.
Don't worry about it. Plenty of time.
Sure.
I shall take a break the rest of the day. I think just do some VA.
Paul, yes it is. You have to cross the one waypoint to Woody at 14,000. That's why it holds you to that. And then it brings you down to maintain 12,000 at the next waypoint. This Hotel Echo Tango Hotel Romeo one. And then we're going to turn left for the vectors, which we're going to then manage ourselves. This chart overlay thing, guys, you need to see this. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this is like next level stuff, man. Let me show you what it looks like. There I've got the actual chart overlay on top of the normal Navigraph desktop charts. I mean, this is like, wow. There you can see your restrictions that we just discussed. All on the overlay. How crazy is that? This is awesome. These guys really did a fine job.
Who's supplying that?
This is the Navigraph beta. This is what the new Navigraph charts are going to look like.
This is what we've got coming, is it?
Yes. Yeah, this is the beta. Ooh, I've deleted. I thought I was going to remove this overlay, and I've deleted the actual star. Who cares? There's our ILS overlaid now. Oops, okay. Well, I'm still learning this thing. It is new to me, so now I've learned a new thing. Please don't delete the actual inscription in the flight plan. Oops. Paul, I don't think that's your mistake. It's a question of ignorance on my side, so don't take it on yourself there, buddy. Not your monkey, not your circus. I still just need to learn, how to work this thing properly, so it's fine. I don't have time for another go-around and stuff. We are going to just dive in and land whatever comes, so we'll see what happens. All right. So I'm supposed to go down to 6,000, according to the charts and stuff, so we might as well just go down. Hey, Francisco. I thought you subscribed a long time ago, buddy, but thank you so much. Well, welcome to the family, my friend. You missed out. I was thinking about you earlier. Me and Cloudy did a group flight thing between him and me, or with him and me. That's where the stream started. And then he bugged out, went to bed earlier on after we landed initially. And now I'm just flying back to Seattle. He would have been with me, but he said he just got too tired. So I was thinking, where were you? Because you would have liked to fly with us. Yeah, bed early after 4 a.m. Oh, that's freaking early. We do, and I want to tell you something. With this new Swift client, it's just so much better. I don't know, it might be a mistake in my head somewhere, but I seriously like flying with this new Swift on VATSIM, and this is what we used earlier as well, and it's fun. It's really fun. See, what happened earlier is me and John and Cloudy were sitting having a chat. John was busy with a flight, and Cloudy said, "Oh, you know what? I just feel like flying." And one thing led to another, and we quickly jumped on, and that's where the stream started. You know, just completely unplanned and all those things. So it wasn't enough real time to let everybody know, hey, we're going to do it. Swift is a bitch to install, but all you do is you go onto YouTube and you find a nice tutorial and it walks you through it. Then it's easy. Once it's up and running, you also have to keep your cool. You need to concentrate seriously when you use that silly thing, because it's obviously written by a programmer without any regard for end users. So it takes a minute or three to get used to it, but once you're used to it, it's really cool. It's really nice. It's definitely worth a change, because what makes it worthwhile as well is you now get all your traffic on the same level, so you don't have somebody below ground and somebody up in the air kind of a thing. If you install it correctly, then you have a wonderful feature in that everybody's on the same level. And once they implement the new codecs and stuff, and they actually teach the users how to set up the PCs, will actually be able to hear each other better as well. You just use the Bluebell CSL package. It requires Bluebell CSL, so you can't use the old system CSLs. So you just install latest Bluebells and then you're okay. Oh yes, the ADF is alive. Look there. There you go. There, it's alive. The arrow is actually alive. It's pointing to that Tacoma Narrows beacon. You can, but you will have to disable Xquackbox with Xorganizer or something, because it doesn't want to run with both of them active in the same time. Let's see if I can get you a tutorial quickly.
2500.
This is the one that I used. John? Yeah, that's true. Even I use tutorials and I read a lot. I think that's the big difference between somebody who knows a lot and somebody that doesn't know a lot, is the reading. When you read a lot,
There's
you
the
pick up.
basic failing.
Yeah, when you read a lot, you learn a lot.
That's where 3/4 of the problems lie.
Yeah, people don't read anymore.
They want it all done for them. Shortcuts.
You see, there's also the question of plausible deniability, because if you read something and you made the knowledge your own and then it's a stuff up, you don't have anybody else to blame. Whereas if you listen to somebody else, it's easy enough to say, oh, he said I must do it that way, and people hide behind that. He said I must do it. 100% Francisco. You'll get it easy. Francisco, next week Sunday. Talk to me Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's do something this time about, again, if we can get Cloudy to fly with and maybe a couple of other guys. It's always nice to have one of the developers fly with us. So talk to us. Let's see what we can organize. Well, I don't want to be funny, but for some reason 110.30 is not kicking in. I don't see a glide slope. Am I being silly here? Oh, there's the glide slope. Just as I was talking. 100%. I was getting worried about that glide slope. I hated that the VSK design cuts out my author in this area. It's so stupid. Okay, Paul, buckle up. Let's see what we can do. So we've got gear down, speed brake is on, auto brake is on, lights all in order. There we go.
Approaching 3, 4, right.
Yeah, we'll do our best. I love this approach. It looks so beautiful with all these buildings and everything, you know.
Two kilometers. 100.
Yes, yeah.
50.
From the VSK design.
10.
Okay, both reversers are on. That's a bit harder than before, but nobody died. Slightly harder. Looked good anyway. Thank you, Paul. I don't think there's much wrong with that. That's just an ordinary landing. Welcome to Seattle, guys. Look at Franza. You're sitting on a cushion, mate, not on a piece of iron. That cushion gave you enough support, I promise you. Oh, this was an absolutely lovely round trip. We started in the dark just before 4 a.m. local time, and it is now, what's our local time now? 6:39 a.m. We went to Spokane and back. Hey, that is awesome. Actual fact, we're already here. We might as well put the GPU on. No point in starting the APU. Okay guys, I don't have time to do replays right now. We'll try and do them at some other point in time again. My wife wants to go and visit the parents, so I will catch up with you guys soon enough again. Thank you for flying with us and enjoying everything with us, and for being nice guys all around, and you know, the nice chats. Bye for now.